In greater detail from our very dear friend, Dr. Suzanne Lamont, medical doctor, pediatrician extraordinaire, who just got back from 3 weeks in Malawi, where we are changing history. A country that has had such high levels of malnutrition and deaths from malnutrition that last year, for the first time, not a single child or human being died in Malawi because of Everybody wants to listen to that radio station. WYFM, what's in it for me? Here's the reality. You take 100 people born 65 years ago today, here's how life plays out. 16 don't make it. 16, I'm asking you for red light. 16 don't make it to the age of 65. And having been widowed twice at the age of 50, which was 6 years ago for those of you that are interested. I can tell you that through lifestyle mismanagement, that's a tragedy. We can have an impact on that today. Make sure you don't leave here without getting scanned and finding out what your body defense score is. 66% of Americans at the age of 65 have incomes over $30,000 a year. Have you tried to live in Southern California on $30,000 a year? It doesn't happen very well. I mean, it can be done. 13% have incomes over $30,000, 5% over 60, and only 1% out of 100 got it right. Now, do you think the other 95 that you're either dead broke or still working plan to fail? No. Would they really intentionally end up at that stage, or did they fail to plan? Did they fail to take their head out of the sand or something? And look at reality. And understand that trading time for dollars, working for someone else, this is where you're going to end up, or worse. Especially with the economy going where it is. Now, the good news about success is that it leaves clues. There we go. That we can break it down. Where did they create their money? Well, 10% of the top professionals, the CPAs, the attorneys, the doctors. Okay? 10% are CEOs of companies. Their 401ks, by the way, now are 201ks, just like yours are. And they're finding us in droves. People that never would have looked at this industry before are shopping companies, and they're landing here because of what you're going to hear from Scott Schwartz and Scott Ferguson today. This is a company unlike any of us on the planet. This is the only game in town, if you want to know the truth. And 5% are your super salespeople. The realtors, remember in church, both they got 2 cell phones going off at the same time 6 years ago. They're finding us in droves, and so are the mortgage people, and so are the interior decorators, and so are the contractors, and the whole ripple effect. And they're finding a home here. Why? Because they do this right once for the next 18 months, they never have to work again the rest of their life. Because of that residual component to our business life. 1% of the Kobe Bryants or the Drew Breeses that can throw a ball as a Super Bowl. Any of you here can do that? Okay, so that leaves us at, right? So where did the majority create wealth in America today? They do it by owning their own business, by employing the mechanics of wealth and leverage. Everybody thinks about, I'm going to go start my own business and I'm going to hire people, because there's 3 basic ways. Could we be on the slide, friend? Three basic ways. This is not happening for me with this. So that you can start your own business. Everybody, dreams in their cubicle. I'm going to go start a business and I'm going to do a coffee bean, or I'm going to do a whatever, independent coffee shop, right? Well, when you get down to it and you start doing your research and you find out to open up that business, it's going to, on average, a store-run business, about $75,000. And where are you going to find the money for that? Right now, nobody's loaning money, and your parents and your best friends that used to buy off on your dreams aren't going to do it. You've got a high failure rate. 95% are out of business within 36 to 48 months. So you've got huge risk. That's why most people never get out of that cubicle. Then we start looking at other ways. If you've got the entrepreneurial gene, you start thinking, well, what's a franchise? That sounds like a good idea, right? They've got everything figured out. You just pay to buy it, and then you pay every month to rent that job. That, by the way, you're the first in, the last out. Everybody else gets paid, and then maybe you get paid. There's a higher chance of success, but there's limited expansion capability. You can't just open up another one down the street. Usually you're going to be about 60 miles away. Talk to Buzz and Marie Croner that had 19 Wendy's. Okay, 19 Wendy's, 150 teenagers. Depends on the business. And here's the interesting thing with the Subway. Bill and I were looking at franchises. The average Subway franchise makes the ones that make money average $2,000 a month. Net money. So you got to own about 10 or 15 to have a decent income after tax, right? Okay, it's not a life. You still are trading your life. You don't have what we call lifestyle, which is time and the money to enjoy the time and the freedom. But the third way that people are doing it today is they're building a network. You are not here to look at some, if you're here as a guest, how many guests do we have in the room today? Excellent, let's give them a round of applause. Today is really for you. Today is to give you the room with a view to your future. Because what we will do at the team is we will teach you how to build a channel of distribution. It's no different than working for corporate America. You get to be the president. You get to be in charge. And if you have ever said, I can do it better in your job, well, here's your chance. But you're not going to have to figure it out on your own. We have a proven system, System 7 you'll be hearing about over and over again, that is going to give you the exact track to run on. All you have to do is plug in and draft us. Just like the geese when they migrate. We've already figured out the way through the forest. Just come with us, and you'll go faster than any of us ever went. We've got world-class branding. NUE is the gold standard. Everybody respects NUE in the direct sales and network marketing industry. We are the gold standard. Everybody says, we're going to be the next NUE. We're going to be the next NUE. This is funny. Proven system, comprehensive training, and thank you. Frank, I'm going faster. I actually need to go faster. Okay. So, another 4 minutes. Thank you. I will. I'll get over here. So in any case, now, what we're going to share with you right now is exactly how you're going to create your future. You see, our goal is to get you to the executive level by Wednesday night. Any of you that are in this room today for the very first time hearing this, and you give us 2 to 3 hours a day, if you do exactly what we teach you to do, there's a very high likelihood we can get you to executive by Wednesday night. That's going to